What's going on, guys? This is Shinakuma level 2. I'm gonna start doing some of these new features, I guess you want to call them, on the Share Factory. So welcome. This is my first one. I'm gonna have to tweak it, obviously, as time goes on, because you know, I don't really do this that much. But yeah. So today I woke up, was feeling kind of shitty. I was like, you know what? I feel like doing something productive with my time. Recently just got a new pharmacy technician job, for those of you that follow me on Twitch. And for those of you that may not know who I am, my name's Chris. I am from Spring Hill, Florida. I was originally from Long Island. I moved here about 2003. Been here ever since. And one of my passions was skateboarding. I got into skateboarding probably like when I was about 11 and skated for 10 hours a day every day, you know, and tried to go pro. It didn't work out. I ended up getting injured severely with my shoulders, tore cartilage. So you know how that goes. You know, you have a good thing going and then, you know, you run into some bad luck. But anyway, my other passion, and I think a lot of you can attest to this, there's a lot of people out there like me. Thousands and thousands of people. They can recall a certain moment of their childhood when they first picked up a video game controller or a console, and they would just sit in front of their TV and play all day, back in the 80s and the 90s. So for those 80s and 90s babies, you guys know what I'm talking about. So Street Fighter, I would say, is probably my main hobby right now. I do have other hobbies besides work. You know, I work because I have to, not because I want to. I mean, obviously, if I could do this as a job, I would do that. But let's we'll say that for another time. But let's get to the video. I decided, I was like, you know what? I feel like playing for a little bit. Let's do a couple sets. I managed to find this diamond player right here, and he didn't kick me. He did at first, but yeah, he didn't kick me the second time. So he's probably like, all right, let's just play this freaking, what was I, like super bronze, and just see what happens. He probably thought he was gonna steamroll me, but that's okay. You know, I get that. I get that a lot. You know, coming from Street Fighter 4, I was ranked 3rd on the leaderboards. You know, and I had a lot of different accounts because there was a lot of people that did not like the way I played my Akuma. It was very setup based, so there was a lot of double perfects going on, and this game's no exception to that rule. I do get quite eager when it comes to perfects. I do try to have a playstyle where perfects will come naturally. But as you guys can see, if you're just starting out, or if you're extremely good at this game, you know, you want to help the Street Fighter community. You don't want to like just kick people because you see a little icon next to their name that shows what league they're in, because that's not a true representation of their skill. As you guys can clearly see on this video right here, you know, this guy's diamond ranked, but I was playing him like, you know, we were offline basically, and we're both sitting next to each other in a chair. I dropped that combo right there. You know, no biggie. That's how you have to approach this game, I believe. You can't go into that lobby or you can't go into a match with the mentality that the person sitting next to you or the person behind that computer screen, if you're playing online, is brand new or is like a veteran. You can't go into the game with that mentality. So he probably didn't expect me to even put up a challenge. So I would say that this matchup is definitely in Akuma's favor, depending on how you play it. I do have a couple matchups I personally need to work on. Cammy, obviously everyone has a problem with Cammy because she's considered one of the best characters. I consider her the best character in the game, next to Balrog. I would say they're tied. They have their specific strengths and weaknesses in this game, compared to Street Fighter 4, where you could just vortex the crap out of everybody in the game and safe jump their wake-ups. Cammy was probably the easiest matchup in Street Fighter 4, personally for me, because I had the vortex, and the way I played in that game was heavily based on setups. I practiced for hours on landing the most damaging combos in the game, and basically adapting to my opponent's playstyle with my own version. The one thing I could probably tell you right off the bat, Street Fighter 4 was definitely more technical than this game. This game's really easy, as you guys can see. Like, I'm bodying a fucking diamond right now, and I'm super bronze. Not saying you should look at my rank. I have another account. My main account is ultra platinum, you know, and I'm going for diamond. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a new account because I'm tired of having my old Street Fighter ID, my fighter ID as Kasage. And if you guys play a lot of rank, you probably ran into me a couple times. All I play is Akuma, obviously, as you guys can tell from my name. But my gamertag in Street Fighter 4 on Xbox 360 was Shinakuma level 2 in all caps. It's pretty much the way it's spelled right there on the top right corner, with no underscores, and it was all caps. But for whatever reason, Capcom decided to put some kind of block on specific character names, and I'm not sure why. I guess you're not allowed to have Akuma as your name in Japan because it's considered maybe inappropriate. I know it means demon, but you know, in Japan version of this game, Akuma's name's not even Akuma, it's Goki, because that's his real name. And I'm not really sure why they made the switch when they released this game in the United States. Kind of the same thing with Vega and Bison and Balrog. Everyone's names kind of like switched over. I know why they did it for Balrog, because of Mike Tyson. They didn't want to put M. Bison. So anyway, yeah. So you know, I would say this matchup is definitely like 6-4, depending on your opponent. Maybe 7-3. You win. You just got to play a very defensive style, and you know, I think Akuma right now is definitely like top 5. GG's. But give me a thumbs up on this video if you guys like what you had to see.